Hey guys, so watch this video for Friday already. I can't believe it. Friday, August 6th. I'm going to start off with something a little different today because I got an email question from a brand new course taker, and I love the fact that you're studying. You know who I'm talking to. You know who you are. I love the fact that you're studying and asking questions. And so the question was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on BT Wayne's call today, which was through 13 right here. And the question was this a gap play, seller's fail, or an opening range breakout? Asking about those two specific setups. And my answer is it was neither. It's as simple as a recent high flyer, which BT has been, right? And I'll kind of show you as it unfolded. And Wayne can provide some color on this tomorrow if he'd like. But so it gapped down. I think Bitcoin gapped down, BT gapped down. And then all of a sudden, rips up and starts, getting volume. And if you think about it, yesterday's high, keep in mind, recent high flyer, yesterday's high 1358. So it rips through 13. Sellers come in, and Wayne's call was, I believe, the second mouse through 13. And I know why he called it, because I'm looking, it hit 1320 earlier, and then you have yesterday's high 1358. So you've got a recent high flyer. You've got a possible second mouse through a whole number with two potential catalysts above. And add to that, you probably got some shorts that jumped in this morning when BT finally gapped down, showed a little weakness. Bitcoin was showing some weakness, and so you had some shorts trapped as well. Again, I don't like this. Wayne didn't, I haven't talked to him about it. But again, as I've been doing this week, I had to just work the morning and didn't hang out. And I'll be doing that again tomorrow, and then I'll be back to full time hopefully Monday or Tuesday. I'm deep into a project. Anyway. So what happens, you get the second mouse, it putters around for a little bit, but it gave the wiggle room. Then you finally get the high of day break again, and yesterday's highs in sights, and then it just climbs the rest of the day. So a nice call, but no, it wasn't an opening range breakout, and no, it wasn't a gap play seller's fail scenario, all right? To put it in the simplest terms, it was a second mouse, whole number inflection point with two potential catalysts above, on a recent high flyer. All right. Let me know if that didn't properly answer your question. A couple of highlights from today. At least I was only in there in the morning. Shauna called this ZY. Speaking of second mouse, right? Through 13. So it tops out at 13.19 here, and it starts coiling right below 13. I liked your idea. I mean, it's a weird daily chart, right? Look at the daily chart. Had the gap down, and then today it starts running. But it was showing enough strength and enough volume. I thought it was worth a shot on the 13 break with 13.19 just above. And I had, these are 5-minute candles, so in like 15 minutes, it was up $1.68. I had a really nice trade, which made it easier for me to walk away for the day, right? Great call by Shauna. I already showed you Wayne's call on BT, and I actually called ARCT over this little flag right here. And this was, again, as simple as kind of a tight intraday flag on a recent high flyer. Just ripped 2 days ago. Quiet inside day yesterday, and then there's the break, and it ended up kind of climbing all day. I had a decent trade on that one as well. So there's a few highlights from today. What are we watching for tomorrow? And again, I'm probably only going to trade the morning because I got stuff to do. DXYN. Nice volume for this stock. Still not even 2 million shares, but up to recent resistance. Maybe a follow-through day and a breakout tomorrow. We'll see. CTRM, big volume, and broke above, I don't know, maybe a month's worth of consolidation. We're going to watch that for some kind of follow-through setup. OCGN is kind of obscure, but it did have a nice volume spike today. If I get those higher prices out of it, you can kind of zoom in, you can see it better. There's the kind of breakout over a couple weeks worth of trading. Back here on July 21st, it hit 774. Today, it broke that briefly, went to 778 before settling in at 7.5-ish. I do like it if it gets back above today's high tomorrow. I did call this one this morning, by the way, too. I think over 732, maybe I'll have to look. It doesn't sound right. Maybe it was a break of it was a break of the 5-minute high. My apologies. It was on the morning gap play list. It was over 715 was the idea, which triggered right there. Went pretty quickly to take yesterday's high out, but didn't go that far. But still 715 or whatever to 730. Still some money to be made. But anyway, it goes back on watch for tomorrow. NEGG. I got back from doing my thing and I looked at charts this evening, and I see this one had a little volume spike, seems to have found support, but closed well off its highs. Certainly a somewhat recent squeezer, so I am going to watch it. ZY, I already talked about that one. That's a weird chart, right? That's a really weird chart. Anything that's that beaten up though, and then has a big day to the upside, I'm more inclined to not want to trade it, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep it on watch because in after hours it's trading at $16 right now, so we'll see. Maybe it gaps and gives another setup, right? CEMI had the pop, then a red day, and it's starting to curl right back up. On the big day, 378. The next day, 375. Today's high, 355. I don't know. It's holding its gains better than I thought it would after all these bag holders here. So, didn't cost me anything to keep it on a chart, so I will. ARCT, I already talked about this one, but I do think it's really, really strong and had a massive move, which, by the way, Wayne called it on this day and had a huge gain in it. We're going to watch it for a potential long tomorrow. Again, I did call that one today. Where am I? XBIO. It just bounced today, right in that buy zone we talked about. We'll see if it continues to bounce tomorrow. Not in love with it. NCTY. Bitcoin seems to be holding up pretty well, and this one had the pop here. Sideways for a while, and it's starting to curl back up. And with BT being so strong, that one might just break out over this whole area pretty soon. And it's a somewhat low float stock, so when it does move, it can really move. ASTR had a big day, 33 million shares, 837 to 1172 intraday range before settling in at 1022. We'll see if it gives an A plus setup tomorrow. EJH was on Bounce Watch today, just put in another red day. Again, I'm not taking this with size. If it gives an A plus setup, it did not today, so it goes right back on the list. COUR, big pop. Quiet inside day. We're looking for a third day play there. And then lastly, WPRT is gapping in after hours to 484. And I think I saw somebody typed in the chat room they had record revenues or something. So that one's worth watching as well. That's plenty to watch tomorrow. We'll find some gappers in the pre-market to add to the list as well. I'm done babbling. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.